Hi, in this video we're going to have a look at the elimination method. Now you can, and we did in a previous video, solve simultaneous equations graphically. However, this can be really time consuming. How you have to use a table of values, got to plot them, extend them, and if you get one point wrong or you don't rule it exactly right, it might not be as accurate. But there's two ways that we can algebraically solve these simultaneous equations, and the first one we're going to have a look in this video is the elimination method. Okay, the second point there, it just involves eliminating one variable. So we get rid of one variable, so there's only one left, and then it's much easier to solve. Okay, to do this you will either need to add or subtract the equations. Okay, so you can see here, example 1, solve the following pair of simultaneous equations: 4x plus 3y equals 24 and 4x minus y equals 8. The best way to learn these is just to practice, practice, and practice. Let's have a look. First step you need to is always label your equations. That's equation number 1. That's equation number 2. Now here I said you either need to add or subtract. Okay, how or which variable would I want to eliminate here? Do you want to eliminate the x's or the y's? And the way we work with these is we work downwards. So I'm looking down. Is there any way I could add or subtract these equations to get rid of one of the variables? Think about this. What is 4x minus 4x? So 4x minus 4x would be 0. And that's good because we would have eliminated the x terms. Let's do that. Let's write here equation 1 minus equation 2. So we work downwards, alright? 4x minus 4x equals 0. If you want, I sometimes over here just draw a little bracket thing, a little curly bracket. I say, well, 4x minus 4x was 0, so that's eliminated. Then I say this was plus, there's a plus here. This is plus 3y minus y, okay, because that minus y was already there, okay, that minus was there. So I'm minusing the equation, so plus 3y minus y. This equals what? What does this minus become? Plus 3y is just 3y. This minus becomes plus, so that is 4y. And is it a plus or minus? It is plus 4y. So plus 4y equals, what is 24 minus 8? 24 minus 8 is 16. So now there's a 0 there. This is just 4y equals 16. Divide both sides by 4, y equals 16 over 4, y equals 4. So we have found y. Let's go. What we have to do now is substitute y equals 4 into either equation 1 or equation 2. Which one do you think would be easier? Does it really matter here? It doesn't really matter. Here, there's no variable here. It's just a 1, so oops, I'm just going to go and sub it into equation 2. Into 2. Equation 2. So, I'll write there equation 2. So equation 2 is 4x minus y equals 8. So I'm subbing y equals 4 into here. 4x minus 4 because, okay, it's just positive 4 equals 8. Take the minus 4 to the other side. 4x equals 12. X equals 12 over 4. X equals 3. So you can see here I have got an x coordinate 3 and a y coordinate 4. So when you graph these lines, it would intersect at x equals 3, y equals 4. Therefore, okay, the simultaneous solution is 3, 4, or you could write x equals 3, y equals 4. Now, we can check here by going and substituting x equals 3, y equals 4 into both equations and seeing if it works. So let's do that quickly. So 4x plus 3y equals 24. 4x plus 3y equals 24. This is just a quick check. We might as well check it, mark it ourselves. And the other one, okay, we've already done 4x minus y equals 8. Okay, but let's just do minus y equals 8. Let's sub it in. We might as well sub it in just to check we've done this correct. So x equals 3, 4 times 3, plus y equals 4, 3 times 4 equals 24. 12 plus 12 does equal 24. 24 equals 24. That means we've done it right there. 4 times 3 minus 4 equals 8. 12 minus 4 equals 8. 8 equals 8. We have done it correctly. All right, that is just a quick check. Make sure you do write this little therefore summary, just to show you've answered it correctly. It's just to show you understand that x equals 3 and y equals 4 is the solution. Let's do another example. All right, we're going to do example 2. Let's go 6x plus y equals 16 and 4x plus y equals 10. Now what do we do first? First of all, we have to label equation 1, label equation 2. What variable should we eliminate? What should we eliminate here? Think about it. If we're going to minus 6x minus 4x going down this way, that won't help us. We'll be left with 2x. But what is y minus y? It's 0, so we can eliminate y. Sometimes you might have to eliminate y. Sometimes you will eliminate x. And you might see the pattern here. Remember up here, we eliminated the x terms because the coefficient out the front of x was the same, 4. What is the coefficient here in this example of y? It's actually, there's a 1 here and a 1 here. So whatever one has the same coefficient, you eliminate. So what we need to do is say equation 1 minus equation 2. So 1 minus 2, 6x minus 4x. Again, 6x minus 4x equals 2x. So I put 2x because we're going downwards. Y plus y minus plus y, or y minus y equals 0. That is what we have eliminated. 16 minus 10 equals 6, so this equals 6. So 2x equals 6. Divide the 2 over x equals 6 divided by 2, x equals 3. So again, we've eliminated y by subtracting the two equations. That's very important there. Put a box around that. Next thing, what do we have to do? Scroll back up here. What did we do after we found the first one here? We went and substituted it in to find the other variable. So let's say sub x equals 3. Up here, doesn't matter which equation we'll sub it into. It doesn't matter. X equals 3 into 1. So equation 1 is 6x plus y equals 16. X equals 3, so sticking x equals 3 in here. 6 times 3 plus y equals 16. 6 3s are 18 plus y equals 16. Take the 18 over, the opposite of plus 18 is minus, y equals 16, minus 18, y equals minus 2. Therefore, the simultaneous solution is 3 comma minus 2, or you could say x equals 3, y equals minus 2. Now again, we could go check, but just for this video, I want to do another example quickly to save a bit of time there. But you can go and check by subbing in x equals 3 and y equals minus 2 into the other equations, or into both equations. Alright, this is the final example. 3x plus 5y equals 4 and 2x minus 5y equals 6. The first step is always label equation 1, label this equation 2. Now, remember up in the last two examples, we eliminated the term or the variable which had the same coefficient. And you can see here's a 5, here's a 5. So we will eliminate the y variable. However, be careful here. This is plus 5, this is minus 5. What do we do up here? We subtracted, okay? Equation 1, equation 2 here. We subtracted, we said 1 minus 2 and got rid of the y. Same with up here. Where is it? Here it is. Up here, we subtracted, got rid of the 4. But this is plus 4. This is plus 4. This was plus y. This was plus y. Notice the signs are different now. What is, if you said, alright, don't write this, but imagine if you said, alright, 1 minus 2, 3x minus 2x is 1x, or just x going down there, that's nice. What is plus 5y minus 5y? So that's 5y. What is minus and minus? It's a plus. So that is actually 10y. So plus 10y equals 10. You've subtracted, sorry, not 10, 4 minus 6 is minus 2. You've subtracted the equations, but it hasn't worked. You haven't been able to eliminate. So that's why right up the top here, I said add or subtract. Let's add the equations. Whenever you are eliminating a variable where the coefficient has the opposite, one's a plus, one's a minus, you have to add the equations, and you'll see why in a sec. So here, let's go equation 1 plus equation 2. 3x plus 2x, we're plussing, is 5x. Alright, again, it sometimes helps just to break it down over here. Now here, plus 5y, we're adding the equation, so a plus, I'm plussing minus 5y. What does this plus and minus become? It becomes 5y minus 5y, which equals 0. That is why. The whole point of adding the equations is so we get this plus and minus together, which becomes a minus. So plus 0. What is 4 plus 6? It is 10. So we have got 5x equals 10. Divide both sides there. Divide by the 5. 10 divided by 5. X equals 2. Once you get to this step, it's exactly like the other two we've done. You go and sub it into the other equation. So that's the only difference. When one's a plus, when one's a minus, you have to add the equations. When they're both the same, you just subtract them. So again, here, same thing, sub x equals 2 into, have a look at your equations. Does one look a bit nicer to deal with than the other? I'm going to put it into this first one just because there's a minus here and that it's just not as nice to deal with, so I'm going to put it into 1. The equation 1 is 3x plus 5y equals 4, so x equals 2 is going in there. 3 times 2 plus 5y equals 4. 6 plus 5y equals 4. Take the 6 over, 5y equals 4 minus 6. 5y equals minus 2. y equals minus 2/5. And sometimes you don't just get nice whole numbers. Sometimes you get the fractions there, and that's fine. So therefore the simultaneous solution, we've got to write a little ending summary there. Therefore, the simultaneous solution is 2, minus 2/5, or you could write x equals 2, y equals minus 2/5. That's it for this video. Well done.